Hi, I'm Donna R. Madden, author, book lover, and your host of Books, Banter, and Beyond, the podcast for everyone who believes in the power of stories, the people who create them, and the communities that celebrate them. Whether you're a reader, a writer, or someone who just loves everything bookish, this is your space. Welcome. Welcome to the first edition of what we are calling Tuesdays with Tonia. I'm Donna, and this is Tonia. And every last Tuesday of every month, we are going to come to you and we're going to talk about all things bookish, whether it's our latest books that we've read, maybe something we've loved, just anything book related. Right. And we're just going to be having some fun doing it. Okay, so real quick, you all know me. I'm Donna Madden. I write small town romance, but Tonia's my sister-in-law. Tonia, tell us something about you.
I am Donna's sister-in-law. And I'm gonna.
She is.
And I read her books first.
Yeah, she is what that. That's perfect. She is like the ultimate beta reader, everybody. For those of you who don't know what that is a person who reads your books before they're actually finished. Alpha readers, beta readers, all that. We didn't know what they were either a few years ago before I got started in all this. But anyway, today we are going to talk about a lot of different things bookish related. It's going to be like a hodgepodge of things today. Yeah. So we're going to start with our favorite genre.
Oh, mine is romance.
It's sort of a given.
Romance. Now, it's always been romance.
Right.
It's always been romance. And I guess I started out with Danielle Steele back in the 90s, where there was mystery but romance, but really not any romance compared to today's writing.
Right. Well, I never read any Danielle Steele until we started a book club and you gave us one to read. That was the first one, and that was, 6 years ago?
It was a long time ago.
6, 7 years ago?
I can't even remember the name of it.
I don't know either.
But it was a good one.
It was okay. It was okay.
But it, compared to today,
it's total. Well, okay, let's talk about one book that I still have yet to finish, 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes.
But yet, even when it was written, it was seen
as very risque.
Yes. And now it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's not, because the romance genre has evolved into something much, I don't even know how to describe it, more fun. It's fun to read.
It's more fun. I mean, to begin with, you would put that into a dark romance category.
Yeah, I guess
when it first came out.
But dark romance
wasn't. And then now it's hit an all-time, darkness.
It has
a hole that we never go down.
But we're not going to talk about dark romance. We're here to talk about fun. And so I think we both agree we like romance. I know when I was in high school, I was obsessed, back in the day, I was obsessed with Sweet Valley High. Mm-hmm. I loved the adventures of Jessica and Elizabeth, and I was obsessed.
Never read it.
Never read it. And there was also this teen series called Sweet Dreams, and they came out weekly at Kroger. And every week I would go get them. So I was huge into teen romance, and I had all the Sweet Valley Highs from 1 to, I don't know, 50. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There were so many. And so I've always been into romance.
I started getting into different genres when my daughter started reading books that I never heard of.
Well,
and I was like, what are you reading?
I think the first series I read was when Harry Potter came out, and I read it to my boys. And then I got so amazed with that whole magical fantasy realm.
It was new.
It was new.
It was so an untouched genre.
Mm-hmm. And then dystopian came in. Mm-hmm. Hunger Games, Divergent, all those.
Yeah. the Breaking Glass. I mean, and she read all those books, and I didn't know what they were about, and wanted to make sure she wasn't reading outside of where she should be.
Right.
And because she was so far more advanced than I was in reading at her age. And I think
you had to make sure. So you were watching, making sure it was appropriate.
Yeah, and I love them.
Mm-hmm.
They're wonderful, wonderful books. Well, then when I went through a period of my life, I had a friend at work said, do you like romance? I'm like, yeah, I love romance. She said, I'm going to bring you some real romance books. And I was like, OMG.
It has changed.
It has,
it has evolved.
Yes.
It has evolved.
And I think that one of my all time, I do not read any Daniel Steele anymore.
Right.
I just don't read it. But Elsie Silver,
yes, we love her. And we're going to talk about our favorite authors and some of the books we've been reading in a minute. How many books a year do you think you read?
Well, you put out 1, 2, 3. We're going to count how many?
Well, this year I've only put out 1 so far, and that novella.
So we're going to count that as 2.
Okay.
This year, a year, I probably about maybe 10, maybe 9.
Me too.
9 or 10.
I used to read a whole lot more, but now if I read, my writing suffers. And so I have to put it off to the side. And so it's summertime. I pick up my reading in the summer.
Yeah.
Except for this summer. I'm writing a book.
You're writing a couple of books.
I am. I'm busy.
Well, and this summer I have not read because I'm reading yours.
You're reading mine. That is true. So we're a little bit slacking. And honestly, I think I've read 4 books this year.
Okay.
And yeah. So what is it that draws you to a book? Let's say you go into a bookstore and there's one romance bookstore that we absolutely enjoy going to. It's in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It's so flippin' cute. Blush and Bashful in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. We go in there. What attracts you to a book?
The cover.
The cover. And so, and we hear that all the time. Covers shouldn't be that important, but
the cover
attracts you.
It really does. And I can say that a cover may sway me.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree.
But then I love a good book that's got a really beautiful figure on it.
Like what kind of figure?
That rippled 6-pack and that you can see in a t-shirt that's stretched over.
There you go.
So
you don't mind. So you don't mind a couple's people on your covers.
No,
because that's a big thing right now. It's like some people want the discreet covers, which is what I have, but because we don't want people on our covers. But you don't mind?
No, right now in this stage of my life, I don't mind. But back when my daughter was a teen, that is when I probably wouldn't have that on my shelf.
Gotcha.
Or it'd be in that drawer with, I break it out at bedtime.
Gotcha. When
it's so long, isn't it?
It is.
Because,
But it's true. I mean, we have to.
You don't want your children to think you're a freak until they're adults.
And then they just figure it out.
And then
they go to
anyway. Book signing.
Yeah.
Listen to it read.
So, like I read books. I have a Kindle. I have a Kobo reader. I have my Kindle app on my phone. And so I read ebooks, and I'm a member of KU, so I do ebooks, but I do prefer regular books. How about you? Do you prefer ebooks or regular?
I'm a bookie.
You're heavy.
I have to have it in my hand. I have to have it in my hand. And it's got to be comfortable.
Be comfortable.
Isn't that weird?
That is
Your
strange.
book, yeah. You want a book to be comfortable in your hand.
You know, and that's probably why I don't read many hardcovers. They're hard.
Yeah.
They're hard to read.
That's true.
They're hard to hold. Maybe it's
I've never thought about that.
I mean, I'll get them when they're pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I mean, sometimes they're cheaper
Yeah.
than a paperback occasionally on Amazon. Then I'll grab that up. So it's a bit cheaper. But it's hard. It's hard for me to finish a hardcover because it just feels heavy.
It's heavy.
It's heavy and bulky.
But I have a Kindle, and I took it to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
But I also take Elsie Silver, and her cover washes off in the.
That's true. Books don't hold up well in salt water.
No,
We have learned that over the years.
But I'm a book. I'm back to the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have. What about
What do you prefer?
It depends. Like right now, I'm reading 3 books on my Kindle, and I have 3 books in paperback.
See, and that's just too much.
And it is. It is
Too much.
But
Too many
because
things.
it is a lot. But I don't even know why I do that because I might want to read a book and I don't have a book with me, so I
Has
just
to go that way. That's
so
right.
I always have something to read. But most of the time on my Kindle, I'm reading novellas. That way, they're quick and simple, and there's not a lot.
I really didn't know a lot about novellas till you taught me.
What do you mean?
Well, I never knew that they were short stories. I never read any.
You know what? I bet you did, because a lot of times authors don't put them out till they have like 3 or 4 in one book. And if you've ever read a book with a bunch of short stories in it, they're all a bunch of novellas. They just didn't put them out as one.
I mean, and that's interesting because they didn't stand out.
I know I've read a few.
Love those books that you remember forever.
Yeah. What's one book you've read recently that you think you'll remember forever? I know my answer right off the bat, and you haven't read it yet.
What's your answer?
Mia Sheridan, Archer's Voice. I have it right over there on my phone. Then the other book that I will remember forever is Mia Sheridan, More Than Words. Those two,
that's about her son, right?
Mm-hmm. No, More Than Words is about the first chapter is teenagers or young kids and their friends, but they're from different parts of life.
Huh.
And then they get separated and they don't see each other again until they're adults. And he is a huge, popular, musician, huge. And they keep running into each other. And it's just, that's all I'm going to say without giving any spoilers. But it is just such a great book because both of them, their relationship as a kid, made them who they ended up being. And their friendship as children were so important to both of them that they created who they became. But then there's other things going on, and it was so neat. And then in Archer's Voice, he cannot speak. And
that's the one you told me about.
I've read that one recently. And More Than Words I read last year. But Archer's Voice, he cannot speak, and just how they build a relationship without words. And it was beautiful. It was wonderful. It just gives me goosebumps talking about it. So those are
that book that we read where the young boy played the piano but couldn't read. They met in a train, abandoned train.
That's More Than Words.
I
read that out loud going to the beach.
That's why
I read it all the way down.
Well, that's why it's so familiar.
So there you go.
Okay, I was driving And,
I was reading the entire way
the
to.
daughter-in-law passed out in the front seat with a pillow drooling on herself. She had to make that one.
I know, right?
And
She won't listen.
we're like, okay, Donna, read the book.
And I read it for what, 9 hours?
Yeah.
9
It
hours.
was so good.
She has her own personal audiobook
It
in
was
the
so
car with
good.
her. I enjoy reading books out loud, so it was so good.
That and Munchos, and we were ready
There
to
you go.
That's funny.
So yes, you have
I
read that.
read it. I love that book. Love that book. Love that book. Okay. Well, recently, I have finished a indie author.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about what you finished.
This is. I didn't bring the first one.
Did you read all that?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Quickly.
Oh wow.
No, I'm not going to give any spoilers because these are incredible, because I was worried about mafia type
Right. We've had a lot of talks about.
romance.
Yes.
And how you incorporate that into a love story that doesn't veer from what you really believe in and need when you escape. Because that's what we do. We escape
Exactly.
into these books. We're there, and I don't want to dream about scary things, because then I won't read it.
That's why we don't read horror.
Yeah.
Even though I'm trying to get us to find a horror book, but we failed miserably.
Oh yes, she did.
We failed miserably. So.
We try.
We
We go down the aisle.
We do, and we look at them, and then we read the back,
And
we're like, okay, that'll scare me. How many times have we said, oh, that's so scary? We're like, is that the purpose? But yeah, that's why we read romance.
Well,
Okay.
here is an indie author, Nalani Titcomb.
We met her on TikTok,
Yes.
and she's from Hawaii.
Hawaii. Aloha. And this is book 2. Book 1 is the female.
You have it right there.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm so glad I did. And Mahina. And these, hello.
The camera.
The camera there. These are wonderfully written stories about these 3 sisters.
Here, let me hold up.
This is sister 1, and she's strong and independent. This is Zeb, book 2.
He's not a sister.
No, he's the mafia man that lived next door to them, and he's a good man. He's a good man. He's smoking pot. All right. And he believes in the whole family unit, not just him and her, but her parents, her brother, her sisters, and tries to do right by them and keeping them protected. But he has a coworker that is this gentleman right here. His name is Levi. And I'll have to say that he is, has many talents. Not a 30-second talent, but he's got many talents.
It was 60 seconds.
Oh, 60 seconds. Okay. And he fell in love with sister number 2. And it's just it's a wonderful group of people.
If you read this, you know what we're talking about with the 60 seconds.
Yeah, we'll have to go back to that. And then this is book 4, and this is their enemy.
It's an enemy.
He is to another mob family that's wanting to be legit, but he falls in love with baby sister number 3. Oh yeah. And it has twists and turns. And I want to say that this is a great book series. It keeps you turning the page. It keeps you wanting to go to the next page, the next book.
So, spice level.
I
If
would
you
say
figure
two.
mine, so mine
three.
are 2 to 3. It's about like mine then.
Yes,
Okay.
very much like yours. It's just based in Hawaii.
And those spines are really pretty when you see them
All together, like a
That's really pretty. Because you know, us bookies, we like our spines.
lines. Yeah, look at that.
That's really pretty.
And she is she is on TikTok,
Mhm.
and she has a new book that's that I want to get, but she was sold out the other night.
Oh wow!
And so I think that she was waiting on a shipment. So
Is it in this series or is it a new series?
it's a new series.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
She has multiple. She has like 21 books, 22 books.
Yeah,
Like
we got a lot.
different ones. And I've read others of hers, but of her books, to me, these are the best.
Okay.
These are the best. And I fell in love with all these people, and the dangers in there are not the dangerous is what you would see a fireman go in and save a life.
Oh, okay. So we're
You
not.
know, it's not.
Did we read? I don't remember what mafia book it was, but we read a mafia book where he was a mafia guy, and he falls in love with this girl, and she has no choice but to be with him. And it's more like a Stockholm syndrome thing going on.
Yeah, did she was like a nurse,
Yes.
and
Yeah. I don't remember what that was, but that was
a little bit darker.
yeah, that was a darker.
That was a little bit darker. I mean, it had a happily ever after ending,
Yeah.
but you have to wonder if the Stockholm, issue didn't play a big part in that ending.
There
as
you
well.
go. Yeah. Okay. Well, we talked about.
Take a look at her books.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit I have not read them yet, because what we do is like she'll buy some and read them and passes them to me. I buy some, read them, and pass them to Tonia. But the 2 big ones that are really good for me that I enjoyed were the Mia Sheridan. But I'm a huge Mia Sheridan fan. I just read her more recent one, which was I don't even know where
downstairs.
It probably is, but I just finished that one. I broke my rules. We're supposed to have the books that we finished, and I don't have them with me, but it's not over there. But it's a dystopian. There was the world lost its, or the country lost its power, and it was just them trying to get their way back, and relationship romance. It was really good. But yet, I like dystopian. I like end of world apocalyptic books, and to me, they're always
Virgin.
Exactly, and Hunger Games, and they're always better when there's a romance, because to me, give me anything but put a romance in it.
I love Hunger Games.
I do too.
I
do too. I do too. But what I'm reading. Well, I've read the entire Henry Brothers series last year. And this series has 4 books. I think I have 3 over there. And I think you have 1 or 2 of them. But Amy Knupp is an indie author. And these are small town romance. They're about spice level, about a 2. They're good. I like them. Good. And these are 4 books. And all the brothers, their last name is Henry. Hence the Henry Brothers series. And I've even read the North Brothers, which are... They have, it's 4 brothers and a sister. And the sister, you see her relationship because she's with the North. So hers is from the other series. And then that series comes into this one. So they're interconnected series. And now she has the Single Dads of Dragon Flyway, which is what I'm in the process. I have them. I have a few of them, and I'm in the process of reading them. So
these were great.
They were.
The Henry Brothers books.
They were. They're fun. They're brothers, so you get all the brother fun. It's a Dragonfly Lake is an adorable town, which is on Dragonfly Lake, hence the name of the town. And they're just fun. They are sweet. The first one is A Friends to Lovers, which is one of my most favorite tropes ever.
Coming home.
Yeah, right. And it's good. So those are ones you need to try.
But they are strong male characters and strong female characters.
Yes. I think, which one is it with the honorary brother?
I think it's that one because this is the
No, I think it's this one.
country singer.
I don't remember, but he's a chef, and he's interested in just the sassiness of her and the grumpiness of him, and it's a wonderful couple, and I have it somewhere. You know what? There's two more up there. What are those? Let's get them and find out. But so these are just some authors that you guys need to. They're the North Brothers. So we have all of them. I think you do. I think you do.
The chef, he's the chef.
Yes, and the chef is grumpy as all get out.
But he turns out he loves his brothers.
Oh yeah.
And so he supports them. Especially when he's like, ugh. And chefs, they work all night.
Yep. He's awesome.
And
so they're just fun family books, which have just enough spice to make them fun. And once you get started, you're going to turn pages and want to know what's going to happen and who's going to get their book when. That's just basically what it is.
Yeah.
And we love that. So that's what I read a bunch of those last year.
I love her writing style.
I do too. It's quick. It's the first person POV. You go back and forth.
Easy, fresh.
Yes. I mean, they're great beach reads because you can you can fly through them really quickly. I love them.
And, they give you all the feel goods.
They do.
And
you get all the tropes because there's
anticipation.
Friends to Lovers, Grumpy Sunshine. There's one that is country music star comes to town type of thing, and just lots of stuff going on with those. I enjoy her immensely also.
Tell you about your cruise and cocktails. I was taking a cruise.
I've only been on one.
Who needs to go on a birthday cruise?
With all your women friends.
And you don't need any men.
No.
Because they don't want to go.
Right. But that's what that book's about. 4 50-something-year-old friends going on a cruise.
Club women. This is book 2. Well, the second in the series of book novellas.
There's going to be more.
Yeah. Love these book club women. Cruise, cocktails, and chaos. Look at that cover. Isn't that pretty?
It's cute. I like it.
By Donna R. Madden. That's my favorite author.
She's not paid to say that I'm not.
No. It's free help.
It is. She doesn't get paid to help me, and she helps me a lot.
So what is this book that you're reading?
Okay, this is Magnolia Falls. It's book 2 in this series. I never read book 1, and I just realized it's book 2. And Wild River, it's just from...
Oh, I need to get book 1.
Yeah, it's called something Romeo. Loving Romeo. Because Romeo's in there. Wild River. His name is River. And she just called him, he's a wild river.
He is a wild river. Look at those tattoos.
And so it's just a small town romance. There are how many books in the series? 3? 2. Well, I think there's 3 or 4 now. And it's hilarious.
Well, I mean, I don't know about hilarious.
And it is. It's so fun.
Is it?
Ruby and River's chemistry.
And River.
Yes, their chemistry is just hilarious. I mean, I'm on what chapter am I on? I stopped in the middle because my husband kept talking to me last night. He hasn't learned the rules after 32 years of marriage. I'm on chapter
open.
Leave me alone.
Be quiet.
Chapter 14. It's still just banter, and one 60-second scene, and which was hilarious. It is, but I don't do math.
He doesn't do math.
So anyway,
Okay.
so I write. I don't do math, but it's funny. And I should have brought up here. I just got.
What was the wager?
I can't say.
A wager for
I can't say.
one person.
I can't say. Anyway, I'm not saying.
Okay, now I've got to buy the book.
There you go.
It is Wild River by Laura Pavlov.
Yes, and she has a new series out. I just got the first book, and it has all the sprayed edges, and it's so freaking pretty. It's downstairs. I didn't bring it up here because it's on my TBR. Our rule was we're bringing up books that we've read or are reading.
True.
So let's hand up. So I'm in the process of reading these two books at the same time. So this goes back to, what the heck, Donna? How can you do this? Well, it depends on where the book is.
In the house at the time, or in the car, or in the bag.
I have an upstairs and a downstairs. So this one might be on my bedside table, and this one on the coffee table downstairs. And I want a book to read, and I grabbed the one. But unfortunately,
You're going to get up and go get the book. Well, for 60 seconds, you're not going to go up and get a 120-second book.
Here's why you don't do that. Okay. I put the book like this. I just put it down like this.
Oh yeah, I picked it up.
Then it gets picked up. Now I have to search for my book because I don't have a billion bookmarks.
Let's grab. You do have a billion.
I have probably more than a
so
billion
He
bookmarks.
Falls First is Jill Chavez. That is the book. One of the 6 books she's reading.
Yeah, I have only like 3 of these bookmarks here.
Good. These are beautiful homemade bookmarks.
They are,
aren't they? In the gray in the back.
Yeah.
And you could find your page and stick it in there. Just like good. Easy that.
I know. So right. This one has one of my bookmarks in it. See?
There you go.
So there you go. And I usually keep bookmarks like in every drawer downstairs.
Yes.
But I didn't have any because I'm sharing books. I'm sharing one bookmark between 2 books. Don't do that. All right. So that's what I'm reading.
That stops creasing the edges of your book.
Yes, which I did. There's some dog-eared pages in this one. So I'm going to go back to the last dog-ear and then read from there and figure it out.
Okay. Now, along with your book 5, I'm reading Remarkably Bright Creatures.
Okay, what made you get that one?
I never do this, but I did it this time.
What?
I watched the movie before the book.
There's a movie?
There is, and it's on Netflix. Okay, and it is a wonderfully movie, and so far the writing is exquisite. And you know how the books always have more detail, and I'm finding that.
You heard all.
It is about a woman who lost her husband, who works part-time in an aquarium. And she is not a people person. And she has a group of friends, but they annoy her. So she works in the evening cleaning the aquarium. And she falls in love with this octopus. And she talks to him, and he understands her. It's not a telepathy type. It's more of it could be telepathy, but he like escapes his aquarium, his little swimming area.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he's trying to escape to the ocean to pass on. because he is older in age. But she falls and hurts her foot. And so this new male person comes to town, and he is hired in her place to work at the aquarium while she can't. Okay? And she's lost not only her husband, but she lost her son as well. And it's about their healing, because he came to find his father.
Who, the man who just
The
took
man
over
that
her?
took over for
Okay.
her. So they're intertwined, and she comes to the aquarium and helps him clean, shows him how important what he does.
You're not doing any
is.
spoilers, are you?
Mm-mm. No spoilers.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have a great book, a great movie too. But I'm getting more details, more insight.
More internal feelings,
Mhm.
because it's a book and
From
we
the
can
book.
write that.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I think it's hard after you see a movie to insert yourself into the book.
It is.
I really do.
Are you having that issue? I was going to ask you.
I am.
Because I think movies are so visual
Mhm.
that we don't have to picture anything, that once you see a movie, it's hard to read the book.
Yes.
But if you read the book, you're like Harry Potter. I got so much more out of it because I read the books first,
Mhm.
and then we saw, because of all that internal emotion. You don't get that in the
No.
movie. You don't know
Yeah.
what the internal feelings are.
And you know, I mean, you can't put every great scene in a movie. You know, you just can't. But it is, I'm getting in deep. I was very emotional with the movie, as was your brother.
Really?
Yeah.
So I guess that's a movie we all need to watch. Maybe by next month, when we do Tuesdays with Tonia, maybe I can report back. I'll watch the movie. I don't know if I'll read the book.
Okay.
And I don't say that very often.
Yeah, that's true.
So, with all this discussion of many different books, if you could have a dream book, setting, plot, character, give us 20 seconds to describe what your dream book would be.
On a blue ocean, stranded beach, only with what their sailboat could carry, and two people that do not know anything about each other but are attractive, and they have to make it through it.
Interesting. I like that.
I know, right? Only thing they left out is maybe they didn't have enough alcohol.
Probably. There's no soccer ball, is there? No, Wilson. Okay.
There's no soccer ball.
I guess it's on a
I
soccer
don't
ball,
know.
volleyball, whatever it was.
A basketball.
It wasn't a basketball.
Was it?
I think it was
Was it?
soccer.
I think it was a soccer ball.
I don't.
That's been a long time.
It has been. All right. Tonia, this was fun. Next
I
month,
enjoyed it.
me too. Next month, maybe we will choose one book, read it, and talk about that book in our summer.
Spicy, we need to go. What do you think?
I don't know. If you have a book you think we need to read, drop it in the comments, and we will read it. We will pick one, we will read it, and and anything goes. If you think we need to read a horror book,
Though, you know,
but if someone puts a horror and it's good, but it has to be a story. No Stephen King. I won't read Stephen King because
okay, so now you're putting limits on it.
because he's scared.
I don't want
Because he's scared of me.
scary. We don't really.
But I've seen all his movies. If it's a book and a movie, I've seen the movies. So it needs to be a horror that's not a movie, because my husband loves horror movies and we watch.
Oh,
So
how do you watch them?
I don't sleep that night, okay? I stay awake, even though he promises me all the time he will not fall asleep until I'm in bed and ready to go to bed. And he's such a liar. And then I have to turn out the lights by myself, and then the room is dark, and I have to get to my bed, and monsters will come get me, and watching Conjuring and then doing no. But a good horror that maybe has a romance, as long as no one dies.
I don't.
Okay,
Send in your
seriously,
comments. let us see, and we will, see what
Figure it out.
and if it's a horror.
There you go.
All right.
Here's my one limit that I will not read.
Okay.
If an animal dies, I will not read it.
You read Bambi.
And I cried. I will not read death, especially if it's like, if you think of Marley and Me.
Now you're putting limits onto their thing. You don't put limits. Marley and Me was so
And
sad.
how about A Dog's Purpose?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't want to watch
See,
that.
so there's limits. It was awful. No, I cannot watch dogs die and then the movie based on that death. Because that's what those two were. Oh, God. Anyway. I'm going to start crying right here on camera.
Okay. But then
What,
we might
Charlotte's
get.
Web?
I love Charlotte's Web.
See, and an animal dies. Charlotte dies. But it's so sweet. Totally
But
different.
she knows she's gonna die.
And they're more like people.
Fighters?
The characters have the book. Anyway.
Tell your husband. You will say fighters are not characters.
You're right.
They're
Like arachnophobia. Like that dog.
like that.
That's a Patches. This is Patches.
Darling.
Okay. So y'all, thank you for hanging with us. And again, drop your comments, let us know, and we will do this again in a month.
Yeah, give us your likes, your dislikes.
And all of that.
Well, and just say
Say hi to Patches.
Hi,
And
Patches.
Briar must be asleep. I don't know. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for coming, and I'll see you again later. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming, and remember to grab a book and happy reading.
Thank you for being with me on Books, Banter, and Beyond, the podcast for readers, writers, and all things bookish. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review. I look forward to seeing you again next week, and until then, grab a good book and happy reading.